Morning everyone, or should I say moaning everyone, because that's what I'm doing these days in the morning. Got my coffee here, orange juice here, and where's my bread? Got some bread over there somewhere behind Hillary. Getting mad.
Really?
I bought a chocolate swirl thing. Don't really like them, but anyway. Right, I gotta secretly put this one AirPod in on this side so Oscar can't see. He's currently sitting over there, but he loves playing with my AirPods, so I can't let him see. Gotta put one in secretly, stealth. And then I can watch a YouTube video while I devour this thing that I bought, which I don't particularly want to eat, but okay, gonna eat it anyway. Orange juice first or coffee first? I feel like orange juice should be first. No, coffee first. What do you do? Juice or coffee first? Or do you just don't do both at the same time? I do. Ah, no sugar. Yesterday I tweeted about the Hong Kong situation. I wasn't going to get involved, and I'm still not planning to get involved, but I just had to say something because I was watching so many videos about it, and it's like, I already talked about this ages ago about why I chose mainland China instead of choosing Hong Kong, and I predicted this. I pretty much predicted this, and I'm going to find that video and stick it in here because, yeah, I mean, it was obvious. It was obvious what was going to happen, and this is just, I don't know. 2047 is the year when Hong Kong just gets eaten up by the rest of China, and it's like not special anymore. Not different, not special, nothing. So it's almost like a lost cause that they're fighting for, and I just wanted to make a point, like, you know, all this fighting, all this destruction, but Hong Kong is part of China. Yeah, sure, they seem to not be sticking to the 2047 thing, but it's gonna happen eventually. It's not like after 2047 there's like an extension. It's not Brexit, so I don't know. Anyway, what's your opinion on the Hong Kong thing and the Amazon? The Amazon. I want to get back to you about the Amazon in a little bit. I'm watching a bunch of videos about what's going on there, and it's pretty scary. We're gonna die. Alright, boys and girls, I am leaving the house now. Gonna go with Oscar to Hillary's work, to see Hillary, of course, and just to chill. She's gonna finish work. Well, no, she's nowhere near finishing work, but I'm gonna go and chill for a bit. Get Oscar out of the house, and oh yeah, I'm using this one. It's Armani. It was given to me by a student's parent when I was working at the training center. Whew. If you can hear some rumbling in the background, wait. Can you hear that? I hope you can, because there's always construction. Every single home I've lived in China, there's been mad construction all the time that never ends. Alright, let's go, let's go. Ready, Oscar? Let's go, 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 go!
Whoa, go, 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 go!
His enthusiasm is killing me. Alright, let's go. Oscar, who are you talking to? It is 10 p.m. or 10 something, and Hillary has finally finished work. Oscar is here, and we are going home for another late night maybe, because Oscar, well, he should be tired. He was tired before I came out of the house, so we'll see what time he goes to bed. Anyway, we're leaving. Yeah.
Oscar, Papa. Papa.
We're trying to leave, but Oscar doesn't want to go. He's playing on the table, having the time of his life. Oscar.
Hey, baby, Papa Zolo. Hey, Papa, Papa.
It's closed.
Papa.
So I am back. It's the end of the day. We're back home now, and yeah, just 3 things. 1 is Hong Kong, 2 is the Amazon, and 3 is what? I forgot. Anyway, first let's start with the Amazon. Amazon rainforest is burning. Brazil is going through their industrial revolution, you could call it. They're gonna get rid of the Amazon. What happens when the Amazon is gone? I don't know. There's a lot of biodiversity in there, a lot of stuff that we haven't discovered yet, a lot of animals we haven't met yet. All sorts of stuff going on in there. And once it's burnt, what we got? Beef. When half the world's planning on going vegan, vegetarian, and Brazil's planning on like ramping up the beef industry, it's kind of like at the expense of all of our oxygen and biodiversity. Okay, whatever. Industrial revolution, I can't knock them because the rest of the other countries in the world that went through it, they also destroyed everything in the path as well. So, whatever. Okay, let's go over that. Hong Kong. Hong Kong is part of China, right? Like it or not. It's not the same like Taiwan, which claims that it is China. So, China is China. Which China we're talking about, that's up for debate, but China, whatever. Taiwan is a little different. Hong Kong is a city in China. Was a country slash colony slash whatever you want to call it, state. Now it's part of China. It's got 1 country, 2 systems, that little rule thing that they've got going on. And slowly, eventually, it's going to be eroded into 1 country, just like the rest of China, like 1 normal city, like its neighbors, Shenzhen and Guangzhou. It's going to be the same like them. A Twitter commenter today said, I had a reply on Twitter to a comment that I made, and that person said that the rule says that Hong Kong will have 2 systems until 2047, but it doesn't mean that after 2047 that won't continue. Come on, are you serious? Do you think China's going to let that continue? Do you think that that's going to continue after 2047? It's not. At 2047, by that point, it's already going to be just like the rest of China anyway, because all the rules will have been like cut, to the point where 2047 is here and it's all the same. No difference. It was always like this. That's how it's going to be. So I don't know why people would try and think any differently, like as if China is going to just like say, hey, let's just continue this 1 country, 2 systems thing and have like this city that is running completely differently to the rest of the country and that's not governed by us and all that. Like, yeah, let's just continue that. Let's not have full control of our own country. I don't think so. It's not going to happen. So you watch. Anyway, that said, I wasn't going to get involved in the Hong Kong thing, but there we go. I did it. It's sad. I like Hong Kong. It's one of my favorite places in the world. But like I said ages ago, I knew what was going to happen. I could see it, what was going to happen from a long time. And to pretend that it's not going to be like that is, you're just fooling yourself. Look at what's actually happening rather than what's going on in your heart, and you'll realize that that's how it's going to be. The third thing I was going to talk about is this guy who is now blinded from malnourishment because he ate only crisps and chips or whatever it was, something like that, some bland foods like that with, you know, just completely bland foods. And in some ways I have no sympathy because, come on, I get it, there are days when you don't eat healthily, fine. There might be a week where you don't eat healthily, fine, but come on, how long can you expect to survive on stuff with no nutrition? Like, I don't know, what's your takeaway on that? If someone goes blind slash gets really sick from like some stupid, you know, decision that they've made, like they only ate what for a year. That's clever, isn't it? They only ate this 1 bland, unnutritious, unhealthy food for like X amount of time. Can you possibly have sympathy for that person if they get sick or if something happens to their body? I don't know, I struggle with that. It's like me being in China right now. If I get lung cancer or some lung disease, I don't want anyone to have any sympathy for me because I'm here and I know that the air pollution here is like intense. If I get one of those conditions, yeah, sure, I'm gonna feel sorry for myself. I'm gonna feel terrible. But I don't expect anyone to be like, oh, I feel so bad. It's like, yeah, what do you expect? So what do I expect? That's how I feel about it. And it's sad, but come on, I'm not gonna like lie to myself. Do you think I'm gonna be healthier from being in Beijing? Please. All right, that is all for today, I think. Did I touch everything that I said I was gonna talk about? I don't know. If I didn't, I'll just try and stick it onto tomorrow's video. Hope you had a good one. Sorry for my ranting, and I will see you tomorrow, the 4th of September. I just realized I made a video every day in September so far. 60-second September turned into like 10-minute September. All right, anyway, I'm gone. Bye. Hey everyone, I'm about to head out. It is Friday and I had some good news yesterday, which means I'll be, well, kind of good news. It means I'll be able to go back to China, I guess at the earliest on Tuesday. So I'm still in Hong Kong for now. But anyway, I want to talk to you about yesterday for a second. I went to the 7-Eleven to buy a newspaper. And the newspaper, this one, China Daily. In mainland China, that's a foreign language newspaper, so it's an English printed newspaper. And I occasionally buy that one. But anyway, they have a Hong Kong version. This is actually the Hong Kong version of China Daily. It's not even the mainland version. And I went to buy it yesterday, and the guy, before just scanning it and telling me how much it should cost, the guy was like, China! Looking around, like, see if anyone noticed. He's like, China! China! China. Like it was the funniest thing he'd ever seen in his life. So that just brings about the question again. I know, in my personal opinion, Hong Kong is very different to China. And right now, Hong Kong is technically, legally, internationally recognized as just another city in China. It's a special city, of course. It's got special laws and rights and privileges. But people in Hong Kong actually really seem to dislike this to the point that they still see China and Hong Kong as two completely separate things. And I thought that would be something that people that aren't from China would think. People that aren't from Hong Kong. You're outside Hong Kong, you just think, oh, Hong Kong is a country because that's what we've known it as for a long time until '97. But now it's part of China, so it just seems weird that the guy serving me at the 7-Eleven would be laughing because I'm buying something that says China on it when I'm in Hong Kong, when really, what am I trying to say? It just seems weird, and I don't understand. So what's your opinion? Is Hong Kong, do you still consider Hong Kong do you still consider Hong Kong a separate thing on its own, or do you consider it now as part of China? I don't know what I'm trying to say in this video, as you can tell. I feel like I've just woken up, my brain's all over the place. My personal opinion is Hong Kong is a part of China. It's a special part of China, which I've been to many times, and I can see that it's completely different to mainland China, but at the end of the day, it is part of China now. As sad as that is to many in Hong Kong, it is part of China, so, I don't know, move on. Oops, it's a message. But you can't laugh at someone for buying a newspaper that says China is your country, Ah, strange. Anyway, rant over. Bye.